So I guess first off, Uncle Dennis, it's 25 years since this report came out into basically laying down how we can prevent black deaths in custody. 25 years later, how do you think things are going?
I think they've got worse. I remember in the day when I used to speak on public forums, and I used to do a lot of it at demos in unis and what have you, and I used to be astonished at the incarceration rates of our youth being 27%. They're now 50% in most states, and they're 90% in Western Australia and Northern Territory. It's a national disgrace, and it's a very clear sign of their genocide.
Yeah, I mean, because this inquiry did provide more than 300 recommendations. We can see that not many have been implemented. What do you think people need to do to bring these numbers down?
In terms of the Royal Commission, and as most Royal Commissions do, the people who are being investigated, that is the police and the prison officers, were rewarded. The more deaths in custody, the more money they got. So it's profitable to have deaths in custody because they get more money. Black collar gets bugger all, but they allow they use those parts of the deaths in custody report to harass prisoners in jail, because I've been in jail and I've experienced since the Royal Commission.
Yeah, because there have been so many cases recently, haven't there, of deaths in custody around the place.
Plus suicides are going through the roof.
Yeah. It's all sort of linked together really, isn't it?
Because our people just can't stand the oppression. It's about that simple, it's not very complicated. And by way of this self-defence package that you can get off the Facebook, by way of the Pacific Islanders Protection Acts, it is our sovereignty, our domain and our jurisdiction, not theirs. They are de facto illegitimate pack of bastards on the hill. We are the de jure governance here by way of the sacred treaty circle. Monday, 10 AM elders. Tuesday, 10 AM men. Wednesday, 10 AM women. Thursday, 10 AM initiation treaty circle. We welcome you in to our governance if you want to come in and treaty in with us and get de jure governance up and running and pull them out of their property laws into our custodial laws. Otherwise, not only is Australia stuffed, the rest of the planet is. We must go to our custodial laws to save the planet. And this is the de jure governance of it. And the Queen tends to agree. On the 21st of December 2015 from Buckingham Palace. Dear Mr. Kabool, thank you for your letter of the 1st of December from which careful note has been taken of the views you express. Perhaps I might explain, however, that the Queen's position as a constitutional sovereign precludes her from intervening in this matter. Nevertheless, I am forwarding your letter to Her Majesty's personal representative, the Governor-General of Australia, so that he may be aware of your approach to the Queen. Yours sincerely, some senior correspondent. And that's the letter I got, and that letter proves that there is unfinished business and they do have a want of jurisdiction, and that's from Buckingham Palace.
And Uncle Dennis, I'm just looking at the graph there behind you, children in jail. How damaging is it for kids to be behind bars? Like, what are the effects of that?
It's murderous, both on the individuals and on the communities. And you've got plenty of evidence of that. By way of the suicide rates, the domestic violence, the whole bang shebang. That's why here we are doing national governance to show you the mode, to go back to the tribes to reignite those modes of governance by way of custodial laws and start to pull our people out of those jails, or stop them going to jail in the first instance by way of this self-defence package. You can get it off Facebook, Sovereign, Tribal, Originating People.
In the event,
and you present that to the courts and they have a wanted jurisdiction, they can't send you to jail.
In the event happening
as long as you're a sovereign, tribal, originating person or a treaty man. It's all in this document, you can download it off Facebook.
And the event happening tomorrow, so that'll have a pretty strong focus on justice as
It'll be mainly more of an entertainment, it won't be a heavy political thing. We're trying to show the local community here that we have talented people in our communities and they're coming through here, and we want to display that and in the good spirit of the spiritual oneness in country.
And how important is it to have that spiritual oneness? You know, when things like
The
this
song
happen,
and dance is the land is the Lord.
Yeah, look, that's great, Uncle Dennis. Anything else you wanted to add at all? Any final thoughts on, you know, that 25 years between now and the Royal Commission? Any thoughts on, you know, what we need to do to get out of this whole law?
Well, I did put it to Stan Grant that we put the Queen on trial. She can nominate her representative. I'll prosecute, and we'll do a trial by media, and I bet you I will win the case. I don't care if they get the highest court judge they've got. I will win. We need trial by media of the Queen because she is responsible for this mess, no one else.
And we've got the public forum at the cafe on the Saturday, next Saturday, on the Frontier Wars.
Yes, the Frontier Wars on Saturday at the cafe. Same cafe as I gave you the document.
Okay, no worries.
And get all your stuff down.
And just on the deaths in custody, you know, how hard is something like that, you know, on a family? When that someone goes through that, obviously the Royal Commission looked at nearly 100 of those deaths. Have you had, you know, personally, have you heard any stories about how hard that is for families to go through that and it's still happening?
What you've got going down in blackfellow communities, and it's all part of the genocidal plot, is that we've got generational post-traumatic stress. Generational. It's been going on for 200 years and it's got to stop now. Wake up, Australia! And stand. Try by media. Come on.
No worries. On that note, we might wrap it up. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Can we get extra copies for